you can argue this is the most influential martial artist of all time, the great Bruce Lee, making his walk to the octagon here tonight, Jim.
Everybody wants to be Bruce Lee. They say they want to be like Mike. If you're a fighter, you want it to be like Bruce Lee. You want it to be that fast. You want it to be that charismatic. You want it to have an ability to just freeze your opponents. Your speed, your movement, just the diversity in the attacks that you can give your opponents would just confuse people. I mean, I watched him beat a 7-foot Kareem Abdul-Jabbar to stay undefeated.
Right.
If you can do that, you can do anything.
I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once. I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Bruce Lee in a nutshell.
Just so wise.
Bruce Lee enters the octagon with his mind set on one thing tonight, that UFC championship.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Well, what a splash the UFC makes every time we come to the United Kingdom. If you want to see the UFC live in London, you better buy tickets within 5 minutes of them going on sale, or you're going to be outside looking.
You're going to be standing outside hoping to be inside the arena all the way back to UFC 75 champion versus champions. Rampage versus Dan Henderson. The UFC has brought fights that have blown the roof off the O2 Arena. Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Missed with that right hand. Well, it didn't take us long to get our first clinch situation here. Some wrestlers pursue the takedown at distance. This guy has no issues trying to get it out of this clinch situation.
No, he loves this clinch because he's got a great inside-out trip. He does a good job of changing his levels to get to the hips. He's just a good fighter from in close. He has spent a lifetime developing his skills. He wants to impose his will on his opponents from this position.
All right, so the taller fighter lands a knee, and Daniel Cormier to my right, I can hear him saying, I wish I was a little bit taller. All right, he's hanging out inside the closed guard of his opponent here, DC. You got to be careful. Ground and pound keeps coming. Good movement to avoid that damage coming down. All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Lee's back into full guard.
Big ground and pound.
Oh, so an interesting decision there as he decides to stand up and relinquish the dominant position. Oh, now he lands a shot to the leg. Tried to land the punch, but a swing and a miss by Lee. Just over 3 minutes now to go. Oh, straight punch. Nice jab there by Khamzat Chimaev. Oh, you land, I land. Is that what we're doing here? Oh, look at him snap off the jab. That's pretty to watch. Beautiful employment of the jab here. Connected with a solid strike there. Oh, looking to land the leg kick. That one checked. Going back to his patented kicks here, but unable to find the target there. Got the single collar tie. Tried to set up the straight left, but he missed. Just over 2 minutes, round one.
Can't take many of those, you better check.
Oh, how good was that combo? He is really doing a nice job stringing his shots together now. He blocks the shot.
Trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing.
Well, he's got a pretty good sidekick, and you saw it right there.
He did it great, and he pushed his opponent back. Notice how it creates space and allows him to get back to where he's comfortable.
Oh, he tags him with the straight hand there. Nice job by Lee. Man, DC, his hands look good. A lot of volume, a lot of accuracy tonight.
He's doing a great job being accurate, but he's also very fast. Look at the hand speed.
Right. Nice straight right lands.
Nice combination by the champ. Great job finding an opening and landing a beautiful punch from the clinch.
Oh, and now a beautiful hip toss. Let's see if he can capitalize from here.
I mean, that was beautiful. The way that he took the underhook, stepped all the way across, and hit that hip toss. Knee on belly.
And he's back to his feet. Good sign for him there. All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
Oh, hammer fist here by Lee.
And there you go, again, half guard.
Chimaev gets up, he is back on the feet here. Final seconds of round one. Round two straight ahead.
Stop.
All right, sit down, bud. Take a deep breath for it. All right, get him some water. Slow that heart rate down. All right, here we go.
All right, so an entertaining 5 minutes. Let's look back at some of the highlights, DC, and I'd imagine a lot of these replays are going to be rooted in that kicking game that was on full display.
Absolutely. You're going to see a lot of different techniques, but the kicking was the key to him getting ahead in this fight. He's out ahead now. He needs to stay the course and continue to do that as the fight goes on.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. All right, so here we go as the next round gets underway. If Ray Longo was here, he would say that previous round was what we call a striking clinic.
He did a fantastic job of landing his strikes, throwing everything with an idea of where he was trying to go, and he landed at a very, very high rate.
1-2 there by Khamzat Chimaev.
Huge knee lands from in close.
Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides. Well, the more things change, the more they stay the same. He continues to land a high volume of strikes on his opponent at will.
Well, I mean, John, the guy can fight everywhere. And he can fight everywhere, meaning he can fight on the ground, he can fight in the stand-up, and he's also able to do it because his cardio is so good.
Right.
This is one of the best fighters that we have seen for a long time, and it is showing in this performance.
Pretty significant welt to the left side. Big power shot there.
If this guy doesn't move his head, his night is about to end. Fighter lands a nasty kick.
Oh, nice punch there. He's staying busy in the clinch.
Very close quarters, but he's able to find his strikes.
Oh, and he lands hit another knee. And sometimes it pays to be the taller fighter, DC. I know you can't necessarily relate. Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet.
Just turning his hip over into the leg kick. The issue with that kick, as effective as it is, one gets checked, you have the Anderson Silva situation.
All right, so he continues to land, and not exactly what we thought we would see in this one tonight, but the wrestler willing to stand and trade and proving to be able as well.
Yeah, it's out of the ordinary. Usually this guy level changes to take you down very early in fights, but tonight he is showing that he is comfortable in the striking, and he is on point with his striking. They've worked very hard to improve his stand-up skills, and it's showing right now.
Man, look at that damage on the right side of his body. Starting to really bruise now. Just missed with the straight left hand. Well, it didn't take him long to get a good read on his opponent. Another good series of kicks there.
He thought the kicks would be the key tonight, and they sure have been. They're so evenly matched. They're going tit-for-tat.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Oh, he snaps off the jab yet again. Beautiful use of the jab, really, start to finish tonight. Did it in the previous round, and picking up right where he left off here. Oh, flush knee to the body. He's got the length advantage in this fight and certainly made it count in that exchange.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick. Nice leg kick.
Well, that body kick was there earlier, not there on that attempt. Well, now you see some visible damage on the side underneath the elbow. He told us he was going to invest in the body, and he hasn't missed a whole lot tonight.
You didn't expect him to do it this effectively. He's done a fantastic job of following the game plan. Look at that. Quick finish. That was beautiful.
Chimaev's in half guard. All right, dominant position for him here, full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you gotta start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent.
So a much different approach for him here in this second round. He was a little bit tentative in round one, a little bit of a feeling out process. Now he has clearly found his rhythm, found the range. We'll see if he can continue with more activity here in round two. 30 seconds to go in round two. Oh, hook to the head by Khamzat Chimaev. 20 seconds to go round two.
This guy cannot miss the head with his strikes.
Heavy leather landed on both sides in that exchange. All right, round three coming up next.
All right, take a seat. Listen, great round, man. You really kept the pressure on him. I told you you were going to win this fight with cardio. Let's keep that pace up and let's keep putting that pressure on him.
All right, so a huge round for him there, DC, particularly when it came to the head kicks. Take us through the replay.
I mean, those head kicks were beautiful. He was finding a spot. He was wrapping it around his opponent's arms and landing those head kicks over and over and over. He did a good job of really setting his opponent up with his hands and then taking those opportunities that were presented to him.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. All right, next round is underway, and if you look at these two guys in between rounds, it looks like they've barely broken a sweat, both with good resting heart rates, stamina still very high, and you just have to laud the efforts of these guys in training. Both men certainly noted cardio specialists, but incredible that they would have this much in the tank after 10+ minutes of fighting.
Big shot to the head.
Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary proposition for the opponent. Well, he has been nothing if not masterful on the feet this evening, and a lot of his effectiveness has been because of that jab. He established it early, and that helped to set up some of his combinations, but you look at the numbers, bottom of your screen, the jab has really been the primary storyline in this one. Man, his body not looking too good right now. It's not quite Dominic Reyes against Jan Blachowicz, but these body strikes really starting to add up.
They're starting to pay dividends. You know, he spoke to us about this earlier in the week, how he was going to eat this guy up from bottom to top. He was going to go in reverse. That is exactly what he has done. Nice punch there.
Well, at this point, he's got to be way up on the judges' scorecards, clearly winning the fight, and largely has gotten it done with his striking team.
Got it done with the strike, and fought well behind the jab, but it was the significant strikes that really did make an impact on the judge's mind.
All right, single collar tie now. Oh, he just continues to pour it on. He has been aggressive all night long with his striking. Got to be careful here to not empty the gas tank. So far, so good, though, in this round. Leg kick is true. Under 3 minutes now to go in round three.
Nice job of hiding that head kick.
Lee gets caught by that straight punch there. Throwing that jab now again. The fighter evades.
Keep your hands up. Use your footwork now. It's okay.
Real quick leg kick.
Back and forth we go. Well, it's all pace and pressure down the stretch. He is really lighting him up now. Lee gets tagged with a kick now. Let's see if he can rally.
He does everything so well, and he's so calm. He's so calm in the face of such a big spot.
Just over 2 minutes now to go.
It's okay. Keep going. Keep going.
Beautiful jab there by the champ. Good jab.
Here comes that hook.
Side kick lands for him there, champ.
A lot of times that is used to manage pace.
Oh, nice ankle pick there. His wrestling chops on full display tonight.
Full display, and it also shows you, John, that he's willing to do it in any way, shape, or form to get to the finish line and get his hand raised.
Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other, DC.
Yes, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight. We knew that both guys would be very evenly matched in this fight, but we didn't expect to see this type of war between these two guys. Nice kick. These guys are going at it. Good punch lands.
Good series of kicks by him there, DC. He certainly has that part of his game going tonight.
He's a fantastic kickboxer, but tonight is the kicks that's lead the day. Leg kick lands. Nice shot there by the champ.
45 seconds remain in the round. Well, that kick is good by Chimaev. Well, you didn't see a lot of the body work from him in the earlier rounds, but he's certainly getting after it here. Big shot to the body connects there. We'll see if he can follow it up. Oh, massive kick lands flush. Nice jab by Khamzat Chimaev.
Awesome level change. Great timing.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Chimaev. All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds.
All right, man. You're doing awesome. Completely controlling this fight wherever it goes. I want more of the same. Go out there, be fast, be sharp. Do not relax on this guy. You can't.
All right, that horn signifies the end of the round. Let's take us through some replays, champ.
And the replays are going to be kicks. That's the story of this fight to this point. He is landing these kicks at will, just driving his shin into his opponent's legs, and it's really starting to slow him down.
You ready? You ready? Do it.
4th round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, 4th round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th minute of the fight?
This is when you understand that nothing is ever going to be harder. This is the hardest round in fighting. This is going to really test your will and your desire to become champion.
Always be closing. Busy in the clinch here. The punch is good. Well, he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. He continues to connect on a high volume of strikes here. Now lands a kick to the body.
He gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to drive and move his opponent to find openings to land that free hand.
Pretty strong jab there by Chimaev.
So confident. That timing was on point. Nice takedown land.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Khamzat Chimaev.
Now he's going full mount.
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here.
Look for that wrist control now.
Outstanding pressure from top position here by Chimaev.
Look to counter that hook.
Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here. Another ground and pound strike gets home. Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Khamzat Chimaev. Oh, what a moment there as they make their way back to the feet. Crowd may be drunk, but they're absolutely loving it.
Yeah, the crowd loves the stand-up fight. So all that grappling wasn't what they wanted to see. They're back up on their feet now, and they're popping for it. They're excited.
Oh, and he continues to pour it on. We mentioned earlier the aggression with his striking. Got to be careful to not gas out here, but at least you have to admire the approach. Straight right hand, no good. Oh, and now the underhook, DC.
He's got the underhook. He's got the far side post. If you're the opponent, you have got to get out of here.
Good series of kicks by him there, DC. He has certainly found his range on the feet.
I mean, when you don't check, you're going to continue to get blasted with kicks. His opponent has not deterred him from keeping on throwing those kicks.
Chimaev's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. Closes the gap and gets the single collar time out. Lands an elbow. Under 2 minutes here to go, round 4. And both fighters exchange in the pocket. Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that attempt. And the front kick is there. Nice job by Lí. Back to his patented kicks here, but just out of range. So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse, and you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it's starting to take on him, whether or not he's reaching for it, whether or not he's confused by where it's at. You got to start to watch his reactions now as we go forward. Huge elbow lands from the clinch.
Just misses there with the left. Oh, lands another beautiful strike to the body, really starting to connect at will when it comes to working the body, and especially effective doing it later in this fight. Didn't see a lot of that from him in the earlier rounds. All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Pretty good head kick there. Really timing his shots nicely. Good tempo, very accurate, finding the range with relative ease.
Man, he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg.
20 seconds now remain in the round. Chimaev's in half guard now. Continuing to work out of the half guard. 10 seconds remaining here in round 4.
He's going to start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack the arm triangle.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, so now we have some real adversity. There's a cut on the nose. Hard to know if that's impacting the breathing, but some definite damage in that previous round.
Yeah, some real damage. And now when you get a cut like that, that is in a bad spot. Because every time you get hit on the nose, it's so jarring. And then the blood starts to go down into the mouth. He's got an uphill battle ahead of him.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fifth and final round. All right, next round is now underway. DC, any major takeaways after the previous 5 minutes?
That both of these guys are very evenly matched. The matchmakers did a fantastic job when they put these two in the octagon. So even though it wasn't crazy, you got to see high-level mixed martial arts.
Nice hook.
Dig and kick.
Oh, just a nasty leg kick. That reverse, that's all it needs.
I mean, he is throwing those kicks with even intent. He is trying to break his leg with every single kick.
Lí gets caught with that punch. He's treading water now. Got to find a way to move those feet.
Those are the body kicks that'll crumble you. He closes the distance beautifully. He's got a single collar tie.
All right, now a little separation between the two fighters. Oh, nice jab.
Big double leg level change.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Chimaev. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape.
There it is. Now he's going to mount. Oh.
The ground strikes continue to pile up. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Khamzat Chimaev. Oh, another strike lands from the top. Back to the stand-up now, both fighters upright. Oh! Big shots exchanged in the pocket there. Effective strike there by Chimaev.
No, he's hurt. But look, he's a warrior. So he's gonna just try to go forward and try to finish, but his leg is destroyed.
All right, very late in the fight now, DC. I know we don't have open scoring, but correct me if I'm wrong, he needs a submission or he's losing this fight.
He is not a big puncher, so he needs to get this fight to the ground and chase a submission.
Oh, and he gets tagged. Beautiful combination there, and I'm not sure how many more of those power shots he can take, honestly.
The night is almost over. If you keep getting hit with punches like this, you are going to sleep. Great timing on that double leg. Getting him out here.
Lee gets back up. Two minutes now to go in this one. Nice crack there. All right, so we'll see what sort of defensive response ensues here. He's taken a lot of shots upstairs, and the swelling is there to prove it.
Got to keep those hands up. Might want to employ a high guard to try to ensure that the guy's not landing on those spots, because the swelling's starting now, and it's light. But if he takes many more of these types of shots, it's going to get real bad. Nice punch to the head.
His cardio is great right now. He still seems fresh. Seems like he can fight 2 more rounds if he needs to.
Just misses with the straight right. Man, look at the size of that bruising on his body. Oh.
Nice punch lands over the top.
Under a minute now to go in the fight.
Beautiful body kick. Another big takedown.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move, you got to shrimp, you got to get off on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
Good work from the top here by Lee.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
20 seconds to go in the fight. Oh, could get a finish soon. Looks like a Darce choke.
That Darce choke is tight. Darce choke locked in. It's only a matter of time. But he cannot rush. He's got to control his opponent so that he doesn't lose him in the scramble. Oh, he flattens him on his back now.
All right, so they came in unquestionably the 2 best in the world in this division, and they showed you exactly why here tonight. A lot of people may think the challenger did enough. For me, slight lean to the champion to retain his title.
I agree with you, John. I thought the champion did just enough to keep his belt. And this has nothing to do with you got to beat the champ to get the belt. No, the champion outworked him in the big spots, and he should retain his title.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 50-45. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, And still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Bruce the Dragon Lee.
Mixed martial arts royalty, folks. Bruce Lee lighting up your living room tonight, and given this capacity.